yeah, I've had loads of like, what do they, attack fantasies, like imagined conversations with people having to defend my position. And I don't know if that's because we've been posting a lot about the family of origin bullshit. I know what it is, I know what it is. So, have a new phone, it's very cool. Yesterday, I was getting everything like transferred across from our different phones. And there's notes, and we use the notes like a lot more than I even realised. But I can't share them and I can't transfer them. Now, my Sims in this phone, I'll fuck around with it again, so I can't like send stuff to myself without logging myself out with those apps on the old phone. So I was just like, fuck, I'll screenshot all of the notes and then I'll send them as pictures to the PC. That seems easy, apart from the touch screen as being a little cunt on that phone. So every time I'd like, you have to, because you'd use the lock button and the down one to take a screenshot, but the lock button hasn't worked in a long time. So then you have to double knock on it to take a screenshot, but the touch screen's going. So every like 5 knocks or so, it would just open the note up and take me all the way back up to the top when I exited. Oh, it was so frustrating, so annoying. And then also, it was really interesting actually, and also kind of horrifying to see like the trajectory of things change, because it went from, I think there were some notes that were from 2017, but I think it started in like mostly 2019 all the way through to like now 2024. So it was amazing seeing the trajectory of like what we saw in the world, how we responded, what was around us, what we were doing. It was just massive change, and like the first few ones were really hard to read. I wasn't like reading them, but I had to mark where I was for the stupid screenshot thing, so I had to like kind of be aware, and I could scan read enough of it to be like, wow. Like some of the beginning bits were like talking about what a perfect happy childhood we'd had from some host parts of me that had like zero memory of the trauma, and just being like, well, I don't know why I have all these symptoms because my childhood was perfectly fine, my parent was so good. And that was hard to read, knowing like what I came to learn about her and how she responded and all of the memories I gained. And then there was like us coming out as trans, us like dealing with and interacting with the trans community, us dealing with transphobes. There were like so many notes saved of just like accurate information that I could post to people that had like distorted views or inaccurate misinformation. Loads of links, same with dog training, loads of stuff about positive reinforcement and like behavior change plans, and like some poems, and then some conversations between the system, which was really cool. Some that had been typed out, like I'd been trying to type it as people were speaking, and in the typing there's also stuff like, guys, you're going too fast, slow down. And then some that was just like typed back and forth as a conversation. And that was really cool actually, and very funny. And there was some quotes from Ryan that's very funny. And it kind of built as it went, because it went through like the complete denial, no idea what was happening, to illness, to doctors, to coming out as trans, to hey, let's research DID, maybe we should research DID, to conversations within the system, to being on testosterone for like 2-3 years, to coming off testosterone, from like adminning a trans group to like coming out of that community a bit more, though we remain like a part of the queer community. But and then conversations that were like fucking horrendous with our family of origin, and the people that they'd told to have conversations with us, just accusing us of shit and having to defend ourselves to them, be like, this is scapegoating bullshit and you can fuck off. And then more conversations of trying to be understanding and be like, hey, see, this isn't safe, and if you can understand that, cool. If you can't, we can't like be in contact. And it's like so many of those, and I was having to like scan read through them because of the screenshotting thing. Did not regulate myself enough to do that because I didn't really realize it was going to be that much. And oh, it was very dysregulating. But what was cool was like I only felt that dysregulated and like, you know, room spinning, vision blurring for like about an hour, and then I came back pretty solidly and pretty okay, and that was really cool bounce back time. It's hard stuff to read, and I love how we responded at every point, honestly. It's beautiful to read some of the system conversations, and some of them were so funny, and some of the quotes from Ryan. It was a mix, it was a lot. And then up to like current day, self-referring to Sias, and then ending up in Sias, and like there's a lot. But that's probably why I'm having those attack fantasies today. Alright, we are gonna go now. Gonna let our dog out, try and eat something. I'm so glad I did the full face of makeup and then food. And then we're gonna cycle. Weather looks bearable.